The man is a top-tier defaulter owing 3 billion in debt. But the creditors don't want him to repay a single penny. He even sent someone to deliver 200 cartons of Camel cigarettes to him. It turns out that the creditor's base was attacked by a level 4 ability user. Not only did that person rob them of their supplies, but they also wanted to take over their base. Because Zhao Hai really couldn't defeat him, he sent his trusted aide to seek help from Luke Chen. Knowing that the other party was just a level 4 small Kalami, Luke Chen, as a level 5 ability user, promptly agreed to lend a helping hand. Shortly after, Luke Chen picked up Rice and asked, "Quick, tell me, will I encounter any danger on this trip?" But to everyone's surprise, Rice casually replied, "It seems like I won't encounter any. I don't have any special feelings either." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen immediately said, "What do you mean by seems like? Your words sound somewhat irresponsible. Hurry up and carefully help me sense it." What surprised him beyond his wildest expectations was that Rice, with a determined look on his face, said, "There really is no danger. Just relax and follow that person on the road." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen was instantly furious. "Relax and follow the road, huh? If we're going together to confront the Thunder King. You stay here and guard the house. We'll be back soon." After saying that, Luke Chen and Rice got into Song Ling's car. Soon they arrived at the Golden Sail District where Zhao Hai was located. At this moment, Zhao Hai had already been waiting at the entrance for a long time, and saw that Luke Chen had arrived at the district. Zhao Hai immediately walked over with a grateful look on his face and said, "Brother Chen, I've finally been looking forward to your arrival. I won't use courtesy words. I, Zhao Hai, will remember this favor in my heart. Feel free to give any orders if you need my help in the future." Luke Chen didn't beat around the bush. He directly said to hurry up and take me to meet someone named Jiang Wu. I'm a bit pressed for time. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jiang Wu is still indulging in the land of tenderness, unable to extricate himself. You should know that he used to be a true otaku. If it weren't for the outbreak of the apocalypse, how could such a beauty be within the reach of someone like him? Just at this moment, a follower suddenly rushed in to report, "Boss, something bad is happening. Zhao Hai is leading his men to attack." Jiang Wu was infuriated by this news. He immediately shouted, "How dare he cause trouble at this time? If my uncle can endure it, my aunt cannot. Quickly order everyone to mobilize. Today, I will eradicate that old man Zhao Hai." Jiang Wu then led his henchmen downstairs in a menacing manner. The fat guy who came up started shouting, "There's a road to heaven you don't take, and you barge into hell where there's no door. I wanted to take you as my henchman, but you clearly don't know how to show respect." Obviously, this fat guy doesn't know that villains die from talking too much. He just kept on talking nonstop. Little did he know, at this moment Luke Chen was staring at him with a look that could kill. Zhao Hai didn't bother to argue with him and immediately shouted, "Brothers, get him." The group of younger brothers immediately waved their clubs and rushed towards Jiang Wu. Unexpectedly, he was fierce and skillful like a tiger, but upon closer inspection, he was rooted to the spot. A group of people banged and knocked for a long time but still didn't hurt the fat guy at all. Luke Chen, who saw this scene, knew that his moment to show off had come. Anticipate what will happen next and stay tuned for the next breakdown. As is well known, villains often meet their end due to their excessive talking. But this fatty is stubborn and refuses to believe in superstitions. Not only does he need to say a bunch of nonsense before starting a fight, he even threatened, "I'll just stand here and let you hit me. If I get a scratch, I'll consider it a loss." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen also remained polite towards him. He immediately swung 2 spatial blades at him in return. Before the fat man could finish speaking, his body was split in half by Luke Chen. The fat man died without ever understanding why his golden bell shield had become so vulnerable. Luke Chen quickly searched for the crystal on his body. Upon seeing this, Song Ling quickly said, "Brother Chen, are you looking for something? I have experience with this." Upon saying that, he reached into the fat man's crotch area and murmured, "If it's not in the pocket, it's probably here and nowhere else." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen was suddenly horrified and thought, "If crystal is hidden there, won't it be absorbed by the big brother? What if some abnormality occurs? What should I do?" Unexpectedly, Song Ling really hit the nail on the head. There was indeed a small crystal hidden in Luke Chen's pants. Crystal looked at Luke Chen as he slowly reached out his hand. Song Ling immediately respectfully handed Crystal over to him. After receiving Crystal, Luke Chen frowned. Although this is a level 6 crystal, the energy inside is only 1/3 left. However, fortunately this is a spiritual type crystal which is just right for Rice to absorb. Then Luke Chen took out a level 4 crystal from Jiang Wu's body. Although Zhao Hai was drooling at the sight of these 2 crystals, But he could only look on with envy. After all, no one here dared to compete with him. At this time, Chen spoke in a deep voice. Since things have been taken care of, I should also leave. You can handle Jiangwu's people on your own. I won't delay you from handling the aftermath work. Chen finished speaking and returned to his own car, only to find Rice fully engrossed in watching a drama series. I didn't even notice when he got into the car. Chen curiously glanced at the screen and found that Rice was watching a historical drama. Rice, who saw this scene, was watching a Taoist priest telling fortunes for someone, saying, I see signs of great misfortune looming for you in the near future. It unexpectedly started imitating the Taoist's finger calculations skillfully, but who knew that in the next second? However, Rice suddenly blurted out a sentence. I foresee that Lily Me will encounter a great disaster today. Chen was immediately shocked and turned pale upon hearing this, and quickly asked Rice if he was joking. Such words should not be spoken lightly. To his surprise, Rice solemnly said, Lily indeed shows ominous signs. I am not making it up. As soon as these words were spoken, Chen didn't say a word and stepped on the gas pedal directly. Soon they raced back to the base with sparks flying along the way. But when Chen got off the car and saw the scene in front of him, he was suddenly shocked, only to see that all the members in the base were bruised and swollen. At this moment, a bad omen instantly surged up in Chen's mind. So he immediately rushed back to the villa and found Purple Me. When he saw that his wife was all right, he finally breathed a sigh of relief. Then Purple Me told Chen about what had just happened. It turned out that everyone was bruised and swollen because they encountered a swarm of mutant bees during outdoor training. Due to the overwhelming number of hornets, everyone was stung and ended up looking like pigs. However, the location where Sister was stung seemed to be a bit different from everyone else. Chen, upon hearing this, immediately got confused. What's different? Earlier, Rice told me that Lily Me has an ominous sign of great danger. Will there be a life-threatening situation? Upon hearing this, Purple Me blushed and pointed to her own chest, saying, Sister, the location that was cushioned is here. There is no life-threatening danger, just that my chest is swollen very large. With these words, Chen suddenly realized, so this is what ominous omen means. It seems I misunderstood Rice's meaning. At the same time, on the other side of the base, a young man was crying uncontrollably while holding his deceased brother. And he silently vowed never to kill or harm another person in this lifetime. How awesome is this man? The guard dog at his house is the renowned Thunder and Lightning King from Apocalypse. His cat not only has superb skills but can also predict the life and death of people. He has awakened his strongest talent, spatial ability, and even more than that. He also recruited many strong individuals to establish his own base. But this arrogant brat who doesn't know his place actually wants to join the base, and seized the opportunity to assassinate Chen. Unexpectedly, he was seen through by Rice at a glance. Chen cannot be accepted. He wants to kill you. Chen, who heard this, is also full of question marks because he has never met him. To figure out what this guy is up to. So Chen smiled and said, Welcome to join us. Let me show you around our base now. But just as they had walked a short distance, Chen turned around and gave him a big slap across his face. Then he immediately grabbed his collar and asked, Why do you want to kill me, or who ordered you to assassinate me? The man, upon hearing this, was suddenly filled with shock, wondering how did he know. He thought to himself, I never told anyone about this. But seeing this young man acting tough, he refused to confess. Chen struck him with a loud slap, sending him flying out. At this moment the man said angrily, You want to know why, right? Well, I'll tell you now. If you hadn't set such strict joining conditions, my brother wouldn't have died. We joined your base to gather crystals and ended up hunting zombies everywhere. In the end, my brother tragically died at the hands of the zombies. Before he passed away, my brother asked me to take out his crystal and offer it to you in exchange for the opportunity to join your base. You are the one who is leisurely stroking a cat in the base. Shouldn't someone like you die? He said as two different abilities erupted from his hands, one overflowing with thunder and the other with raging flames. Chen, who witnessed this scene, suddenly had his pupils constrict. He did not expect this kid to have dual abilities. This is in existence even rarer than a spatial ability user. However, no matter how rare it is, if it poses a threat to me, it must die. I am the kind of person who never leaves potential threats alive. If I can kill them on the spot, I will never wait until tomorrow. Then Chen continued coldly, You made it sound like Apocalypse was created by me. I didn't force you to join my base. You can't blame me for being inferior and getting killed by zombies. Since you want to die, I'll grant your wish today. Before Luke Chen could finish speaking, the man attacked him first, shouting arrogantly, "I'll make you pay with your life, you arrogant brat. I'll make you accompany my brother in death." At this moment, Luke Chen also had the intention to kill him. Just as he raised his hand gently, a burst of spatial ability instantly shredded the man's body into pieces. After he took out the man's crystal, Luke Chen then handed the level 6 crystal to Rice to absorb. Soon, Rice's level successfully increased to level 4. The next morning, early in the morning, Luke Chen arranged for 2 members to be on duty for patrol. Rice suddenly said, "I have a feeling that the man with purple hair will burp and fart." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen was suddenly stunned in place, secretly thinking that it seems like Rice's perceptual ability has strengthened after advancing. For the safety of the members, Luke Chen then followed behind the man with purple hair, and was indeed seen through by Rice. Just as the man with purple hair was about to go into the woods for convenience, Luke Chen, however, discovered a suspiciously behaving zombie cat in the tree. The zombie cat then suddenly pounced on the defenseless purple-haired. Fortunately, Luke Chen timely intervened and sent it flying with a palm strike. Purple-haired narrowly escaped a disaster. But just then, on the other side, Rice suddenly spat out a mouthful of blood. Immediately after, it fell to the ground with a thud and lay still. Nearly 1 billion people were deceived by the phrase, "Heaven's secret must not be revealed." In fact, Heaven's secret is not something that cannot be revealed, but something that cannot be reversed. As long as there is no forced intervention, one will not incur the wrath of heaven. Just now, Rice predicted that a member in the Foundation will die an untimely death. Luke Chen, worried about the safety of his subordinates, secretly followed along. As expected, it was just as Rice had predicted. The member was soon attacked by a zombie cat. Fortunately, Luke Chen intervened in time to save him, which allowed him to narrowly escape death. But just as Luke Chen was secretly praising Rice for being outstanding, Thunder King suddenly burst into tears and found him, barking nonstop with tears streaming down his face. Although Luke Chen did not understand what Thunder King was saying, judging from his anxious expression and tears in the corners of his eyes, it was not difficult to guess that something major had happened at home. So he immediately ran back frantically with Thunder King. Thunder King quickly brought Luke Chen to Rice's side. Seeing Rice lying on the sofa with blood flowing from the corner of his mouth, Luke Chen was completely panicked this time. He immediately picked up Rice and started examining him. Fortunately, Rice's heart was still beating at this moment, but he had suffered serious internal injuries. But Luke Chen became more and more suspicious. There were no injured members at the door, so why did Rice suffer such serious injuries? Is it because of leaking the secrets of the celestial exams as claimed, leading to divine punishment? Upon thinking of this, Luke Chen immediately had Thunder King bring Purple Me. Seeing this, Purple Me didn't procrastinate either. Before Luke Chen could even speak, she immediately cast several healing spells towards Rice. After some rescue efforts, Rice eventually groggily opened its eyes and then weakly said, "Don't worry everyone, I'm fine now." Upon seeing this, Luke Chen hurriedly inquired who hurt you. But to everyone's surprise, Rice said that no one had hurt him. He had just sensed that a prophecy had been tampered with by someone, which led to a backlash causing him to vomit blood and pass out. Upon hearing this, Luke Chen felt extremely guilty and said, "This time it was my carelessness. But why is it that when I tampered with your prophecy before, predicting that someone would kill me, you did not suffer any backlash?" Upon hearing this, Rice said, "I feel like there is a track in my heart. Lily me, Purple me, and you are all revolving around me on this track. The 3 of you have deviated. I can pull you back, but if it's someone else I will be hurt instead. Although I can feel Thunder King trying hard to run into the track, it is actually the farthest away from me. If the tomb changes its prophecy, I will undoubtedly die." Luke Chen understood everything in an instant. In other words, only when reaching a certain level of intimacy with Rice can one alter the prophecy without facing backlash. Currently, only Lily me, Purple me, and I meet this condition. Therefore, in the future, apart from the prophecies of the 3 of us, others absolutely cannot be altered. Thinking of this, Luke Chen patted Thunder King's head and said, "It's fine to butter up Rice. You will naturally benefit from it. In the future, you can be Rice's bodyguard and mount." Thunder King obviously has a different opinion on these words. "Why should I butter it up? I won't be a follower. I want to be chief, not a lapdog." But who knows, when this dog hears that buttering up Rice can save its life, it might change its mind. Its attitude instantly made a 180-degree turn. Immediately, it began barking to show its willingness to do anything to help. The next morning, early in the morning, Luke Chen summoned all the members inside the base, and announced that the 3rd evolution of the zombie was about to come. But everyone doesn't need to panic too much. The evolution of the zombie is not the same concept as our promotion. Only by continuously improving our own strength can we survive in this cruel apocalypse. Therefore, starting from tomorrow, each person must hunt and kill 3 level 3 zombies. Extra kills will earn you 5 points. But just at that moment, a team member suddenly came to report that Zhao Hai's people have come again. He said there is an urgent matter and requests to see you. In the apocalypse, a gold brick worth 500,000 can only be used as a table coaster. And a 9 renminbi and 90 cents pack of peanuts can make a beautiful female celebrity kneel down and lick. Even more remarkably, in order to take a bite of watermelon, she actually married the man directly. Just because this is a food-scarce apocalypse, countless people starve to death every day. But now someone is holding an extremely extravagant trade fair. Just now, Zhao Hai's subordinate suddenly found Luke Chen and told him an important message. He said that a big shot organized a trade fair on National Highway 318. Brother Hai asked me to come over and ask if you want to go and take a look together. Upon hearing this, Luke Chen immediately accepted Zhao Hai's invitation because he was somewhat impressed with this trade fair. Although he did not attend it in his past life, he heard that many strong individuals gathered at this trade fair. Isn't this a great opportunity for me to wield my hoe? As long as I wield the hoe well, there is no corner of the wall that cannot be dug down. Perhaps I can even find some good things at the trade fair. Later, Luke Chen came to the trade fair with Zhao Hai. As soon as he arrived, Luke Chen took out the prepared advertising board. It says on the board that high-price purchase of various premium crystal cheese is not an issue, but the concern is about whether you have the goods. Additionally, they are recruiting ability users of level 3 and above with special abilities, with relaxed requirements. After he arranges for his subordinates to set up a stall here, Luke Chen then took pillars and others to tour the trade fair. They unexpectedly ran into Brother Tiger here. Is the chicken under his feet not the one Xia Haoran was willing to give his life for back then? Why is this guy willing to sell it now? At this moment, a man offered 600 caddies of rice to exchange with him for it. But Brother Tiger insisted that this was a non-mutated live chicken, and he would not negotiate for less than 1,000 caddies of rice. As soon as the words fell, Luke Chen walked out of the crowd and said, "Oh, isn't this Brother Tiger? I'll take this chicken. I'll trade with you for 20 level 2 crystals." The man who heard this immediately yelled at Luke Chen. "Who do you think you are? How dare you snatch my chicken? I'll kill you right now, believe it or not." Just as the man was about to teach Luke Chen a lesson and reached out his hand, something unexpected happened. With a loud bang, that man was punched by Xia Haoran and flew more than 10 meters away. At this moment, the man arrogantly said, "I see you all are impatient to live, dare to fight with me. Brothers, get them." Seeing this, Xia Haoran did not hesitate and immediately declared, "Brother Chen, leave this group of riffraff to me to handle." He finished speaking and then suddenly rushed into the crowd before the other party could figure out the situation. Xia Haoran swiftly punched and sent a person flying like lightning. The other 2 people hadn't even seen the newcomer clearly before they were knocked unconscious by the fist swinging towards them. At this moment, the people in the distance have already tried to avoid it but ended up running into it, only to find that it was too late. The next moment, those people were all knocked down one by Xia Haoran's iron fist. Brother Tiger, who witnessed this scene, was shocked. Even though he knew that Xia Haoran used to be a boxing king, he didn't expect his strength to reach such a level after awakening his ability. At this moment, Brother Tiger is regretful. Initially, he cried and begged to become Xia Haoran's follower, but Xia Haoran decisively refused without any hesitation. This is definitely the most expensive free-range chicken you have ever seen. Not even billionaires may necessarily be able to afford it, as its value cannot be measured in money. In this food scarcity apocalypse, a non-mutant live chicken can be considered a fighting chicken in the realm of luxury goods. Some people are willing to risk their lives to obtain it. Some people even bid 5 tons of rice on the spot. But they were all rejected by the owner of the chicken. At this moment, Luke Chen slowly raised 2 fingers and said, "I'll take this chicken. I'll exchange it with you for 20 level 2 crystals." Upon hearing this, Brother Tiger suddenly froze in place. You should know that 1 level 2 crystal can be exchanged for a ton of rice. Brother Tiger sold it to Luke Chen without even thinking. But who knew that as soon as the chicken landed on Luke Chen's hands, it pecked him hard. Upon seeing this, Luke Chen did not tolerate it. He immediately plucked a feather from its back. Then he coldly said, "Peck me again and see what happens. I'll pluck all your feathers off and have you on my dinner table tonight." After the apocalypse, most animals have awakened a bit of intelligence and can generally understand some human speech. The local chicken that heard this instantly became timid because it deeply understands the principle of, those who try will perish. Just then the radio in the RV suddenly started playing. Please ask all the chiefs participating in this event to gather at the sports field. I have 2 pieces of good news to share with everyone. Upon hearing this, Chen immediately followed the instructions and arrived at the sports field, only to find that Zhao Hai had already saved him a seat. Shortly after, a man wearing a white polo shirt slowly made his way to the venue. Zhao Hai told Chen that this man's name was Yi Gaofei. He is the heir of the Yi group. This trade fair was organized by him. Chen, who could hear this, did not focus on Yi Gaofei, but stared straight at the young man beside him. This person named Long Yu is an ability user from the metal element. He can transform into any form of weapon to assist others. Long Yu is also one of the few ability users in his past life to advance to the king level. At this moment, Chen even thought about what weapon Long Yu could transform into to assist himself after digging him out. At this moment, Yi Gaofei with great enthusiasm said, "Welcome everyone to participate in the trade fair I am hosting. My name is Yi Gaofei. The survivor base I founded currently has over 1,000 members, including over 1,000 level 2 ability users, over 40 level 3 ability users, and 3 level 4 ability users." Chen was shocked when he heard this. It's worth noting that currently on his side, only 4 people and 2 pets have reached level 4. It seems that this kid has probably obtained an advanced crystal. Yi Gaofei went on to say, "So, let's get back to the main topic. Now I will share these 2 good news with everyone. The first one is the secret of crystal. The reason why there are 3 level 4 ability users in our base. All because we absorbed this advanced crystal together. So, ability users grow faster the higher the level of crystal they absorb. The second issue is water pollution. After reaching level 4, I was pleasantly surprised to find that the viruses in the water no longer harm my body. Water is the source of life. Therefore, if everyone wants to survive in this brutal apocalypse, they must strive to level up to level 4 as soon as possible." Zhao Hai, who heard this, was suddenly shocked and turned pale. He did not expect such an important secret to be shared with us without a second thought. However, Chen didn't think so. As a reborn individual, how could he not know this secret? Although it's true that drinking contaminated water won't harm ability users above level 4, but it will permanently lower the potential of the person who drinks it, and this is also a rare and important reason for king-level ability users. What is his purpose in telling everyone about this? In the apocalypse, gold costing $500 per gram is only used to pad tables. But a bun costing 50 cents each can capture a girl's heart. Even more so, in order to eat a grape, one would willingly exchange with their own body. Because these are humans who have survived in an apocalypse where food is scarce, they can be said to go to any lengths for a mouthful of food. But now someone is hosting an extremely extravagant trade fair. At the trade fair, the organizer Yi Gaofei threw out an ace card as soon as he came up. Not only did he reveal the secrets of advanced crystals, but he also told everyone the solution to the water shortage. The crowd exploded upon hearing these 2 secrets, and they all praised Yi Gaofei as a selfless person. Chen, however, did not think so, because he deeply understood the principle that abnormal situations must have a hidden cause. Sure enough, Yi Gaofei's following words confirmed Chen's suspicions. The reason I am confiding in everyone and sharing these secrets is that I cannot bear to see everyone killing each other for resources. There are not many survivors left now. We should unite. Humbly, I have formed a force with over 1,000 members. If any chiefs here are willing to join, they can become elders of our base. All internal affairs of the base are decided by the elders through voting. As soon as Yi Gaofei arranged for the adoption, the rhythm picked up. I am willing to join. Just based on Brother Ye's open sharing of secrets with us, you can tell he has a good character. Following him is definitely a good choice. Chen, on the other hand, had an expression of speechlessness, muttering to himself that this guy really has nothing good to hold back. Singing such a show is just to swallow everyone up, isn't it? At this moment, the woman next to Yi Gaofei shouted, "Joining is entirely up to you all. Those who do not wish to join, if you happen to encounter us collecting resources in the future, don't blame us for taking advantage of the weak." Upon hearing this, Zhao Hai also realized that there is no such thing as a free lunch. This little girl may say it's voluntary, but there are veiled threats in her words. Just then, someone in the crowd suddenly shouted, "Something big is not right. Look at this." It turns out that Yi Gaofei was distributing flyers behind chiefs back to everyone's subordinates, each with a recruitment message. Upon seeing the flyer, Chen couldn't help but exclaim, "This person is indeed quite shrewd." On one side, they use coercion and temptation to get chief to join, while on the other side, They use these enticing flyers to seduce people's hearts. Even if Chief is unwilling to join, there will be many subordinates who will voluntarily defect in private. This is pushing people into a corner. Although I didn't attend this trade fair in my past life, I have never heard of anyone named Yi Gaofei afterwards. Therefore, it is not difficult to guess this guy's outcome. If nothing unexpected happens, this guy should be in an accident soon. Once he sabotages himself, I will recruit Long Yu. Doesn't that sound great? At this moment, Zhao Hai's friend Qi Lin came over and said, "Old Zhao, this Yi surname kid is simply too much, completely disregarding us. Shouldn't we join forces to take him down?" Upon hearing this, Zhao Hai immediately found Luke Chen and asked him if he wanted to join in. But Luke Chen was not interested in it. He said, "I won't join in just to watch a group of kids fight." Then he left the trade fair with his men. Unexpectedly, he found a sneaky girl on the road. But when he saw the girl's appearance clearly, he almost couldn't help laughing out loud. This person is named Meng Yin, a natural ability user with powerful abilities to improve seed genes. As long as she is recruited into the manhua, fresh vegetables can be eaten every day. Thinking of this, Luke Chen immediately ran excitedly towards her. After being reborn into the apocalypse, the man encountered the strongest natural ability user from his previous life in the wild. This person is named Meng Yin, a talented individual who can grow food on the wasteland. As long as she is recruited into the manhua, they can eat fresh vegetables every day. Without saying a word, Luke Chen led his people towards her. Meng Yin, seeing this grand display, shivered with fear, almost wetting herself. She was instantly frightened by this group of men and shouted, "I want to go home and find my mother." No matter how Luke Chen explains that he had no ill intentions, she just wouldn't listen. She even turned into a little white rabbit, frantically running away, trying to escape from Luke Chen's clutches. But who knew that the next second Luke Chen, this camper, would unleash Void Step and appear behind her. He directly grabbed her rabbit ear, and then immediately started drawing a crescent moon on her. "Don't be afraid. I won't harm you. I just want to invite you to join our base. It's dangerous for a girl like you to be out here in the wilderness. In the future you can follow me and I promise you will eat and drink well every day. If you don't say anything, I'll take it as your agreement, okay?" Like this, Luke Chen held a chicken in his left hand and a hare in his right hand as he returned to the base. He proudly told Purple Me, "Look what I found by the roadside." After Luke Chen threw the rabbit on the ground, the next second, the rabbit turned into a lovely young lady. Purple Me, who saw this scene, was suddenly shocked and exclaimed, "Are you doing magic?" Before Purple Me could finish speaking, Meng Yin said aggressively, "Are you calling that picking up? It's clearly robbery, not okay at all." Luke Chen ignored this and instead ordered Jade Ma to quickly prepare something delicious for the little white rabbit. Upon hearing this, Meng Yin immediately declared, "Even if I starve to death and die, I will never eat anything from you guys." In no time, Meng Yin started enjoying the meal heartily, repeatedly exclaiming, "It's delicious," with food in their mouth. Seeing this, Luke Chen immediately teased, "What did you just say? Didn't you swear you would never eat any of my food even if you were starving to death?" Meng Yin, chewing on food, said while speaking, "Even the god of thunder won't strike people while they are eating. Are you annoying or not?" After eating his fill, Luke Chen sincerely apologized to Meng Yin for his behavior. He formally invited her to join his base. "Our base currently does not have any natural ability users. As long as you can help me grow vegetables, I guarantee you a worry-free life for the rest of your days." These words completely moved Meng Yin. She thought that at least she wouldn't have to endure hunger by following him. "If this base is really good, I will bring my best friend Xiao Yu over in the future." Later, Luke Chen handed a bag of seeds to Meng Yin and asked her to be responsible for researching how to grow non-toxic plants in the wasteland. But at that moment, Pillar suddenly found Luke Chen and said that the people we brought back at the trade fair were all confirmed to be spies by Rice. Now all three have confessed, one of whom was sent by Qi Lin to investigate the truth of our base, while the other two were sent by Yi Gaofei to subvert the strong people on our side. Upon hearing this, Luke Chen immediately ordered that they be executed regardless of their rank. He secretly thought to himself that he had never planned to get involved in this mess, but it seems he was being forced to take action. Men are the overlords with power that dominates a region. He not only hoarded billions of resources, he also recruited a group of strong individuals to establish his own base. But now there is an ignorant fool who wants to take advantage of the large number of people to swallow up all the surrounding bases. This immediately caused dissatisfaction among everyone. So a person named Qi Lin took the lead in organizing an alliance. He summoned Chief Luke Chen from other bases and stated that he was fully confident in being able to kill Yi Gaofei, but needed everyone's cooperation. After the mission is successful, I will take 50% of the supplies from Yi Gaofei's base, and the rest will be distributed evenly among everyone. Those willing to work with me, please make a statement. As soon as the music stopped playing, Luke Chen said, "My base here is the smallest, so I'll skip this event." Upon hearing this, Qi Lin's expression changed immediately. "Young man, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't underestimate others. If you are trying to emulate the praying mantis catching cicadas while unaware of the oriole behind, I advise you to dispel this idea as soon as possible. Otherwise, I will be the first to make you regret it." Upon hearing these words, Zhao Hai was immediately drenched in a cold sweat. He secretly thought, "Didn't I warn this old guy not to provoke Luke Chen? Why is he still threatening him? Is he asking for death?" Then he immediately remarked, "I guarantee that Luke Chen is definitely not that kind of person. My friend just doesn't like to fight for power and profit." But Qi Lin disagreed and arrogantly stated that whether he agrees today or not, he must agree. "If it weren't for your sake, he wouldn't even have the qualification to sit and talk to me." Upon hearing this, Luke Chen smiled faintly and commented on the bold statement, saying he would like to see what the other person can do if he disagrees today. Seeing that things have escalated to this point, Zhao Hai also had a speechless expression on his face, and could only let Qi Lin, this old guy, continue to act recklessly. At this moment, Qi Lin just smiled and said, "I know you have some skills. Old Zhao mentioned a few things about you to me. Even if you are strong, can you beat hundreds of people?" Several henchmen surrounded Luke Chen as they spoke. Luke Chen didn't want to act against Qi Lin because according to the plot of his previous life, he would take down Yi Gaofei. "If I kill him now, maybe Yi Gaofei won't die, and the development of the situation will change. Then I won't be able to recruit Long Yu under my command." But this old guy really doesn't take Luke Chen seriously. Just as a few little Gargas were about to make a move on Luke Chen directly used a void step and appeared behind Qi Lin. Seeing this scene, Qi Lin's bladder trembled, almost scared to pee. Before he could figure out what was going on, a loud slap fiercely came towards him. Then Luke Chen said coldly, "Am I qualified to sit down and talk to you now?" In order not to change the outcome of the previous life, Luke Chen immediately asked what the way to kill Yi Gaofei was. But to everyone's surprise, Qi Lin remained stubborn and shouted, "There are over 600 people in my base. Do you think you can still leave here alive today? I won't tell you what to do. If you have the guts, just kill me." Little did he know that it was his foolish behavior that would make him regret for the rest of his life. Men are invincible beings in apocalypse. He can scare the opponent to death just by standing in front of a zombie. But now some people treat him as a useless person who can be bullied at will. Not only did he threaten to kill him if he didn't obey, he also said he didn't even have the right to kneel and talk to him. Unexpectedly, the next moment he was slapped in the face by Luke Chen. Even so, he still dared to say, "If you have the ability, just kill me." Seeing this, Luke Chen did not show any mercy either. He then turned around and gave him 2 hard slaps in the face. Then he interrogated him. "Will you tell me the way to deal with Yi Gaofei or not?" But who knows, this Qi Lin is also a tough guy. Even though he was beaten into a pig head by Luke Chen, he was still arrogant, saying, "Haven't you eaten yet? Keep hitting me. Can you do it, you little dog? I know you don't have the guts to kill me." But as soon as the words fell, Luke Chen reached out and grabbed his neck. Then he said coldly, "What I hate the most is when others call me little dog." After saying that, he snapped his fingers and sent him to the underworld. Seeing this, a few henchmen quickly shouted to avenge their leader. "Brothers, let's go together." But who knew that the next second, those people cleanly walked away with their lunchboxes. Zhao Hai, who witnessed this scene, was also speechless. He had warned him not to provoke Luke Chen, but he wouldn't listen. It's all his own fault. At the same time, Long Yu's younger brother was holding a corpse and crying, saying, "Yesterday, when I went out with you to hunt zombies and came back, I found that my wife was missing. Today someone told me that Yu Lingjie, that beast, not only violated my wife while we were away but also killed her. Brother Long, please help me seek justice." When Long Yu heard this, he was instantly furious and said, "I will go find him right now and get to the bottom of this." But before Long Yu could reach the door, he heard Yu Lingjie's voice from inside. "It's such a pity about that girl yesterday. If she hadn't been so arrogant, she wouldn't have lost her life." This greatly angered Long Yu. He immediately yelled at Yu Lingjie, "You beast! I can't believe you really did this." Seeing that Long Yu was about to take action, Yi Gaofei quickly grabbed him. He also said, "Let's talk things out. We are all brothers from the same base." Upon seeing this, Long Yu immediately revealed Yu Lingjie's wrongdoing. "Brother Yi, what do you think? Should this kind of beastly scum be put to death or not? These words really frightened Yulingja, who quickly shouted, Brother Yi, you have to save me. I'm taking the blame for you. Brother Long, you should also understand Brother Yi. It's not easy for him to manage such a big base on his own. It's only natural for him to relax and unwind in the evening, right? Long Yu immediately shouted in a stern voice. Yi Gaofei, I never expected you to be this kind of person. I asked you to lead the team to gather supplies, you refused. I asked you to lead the team to hunt zombies, you also refused. All you do is daydream about taking over others. And now, you have committed such a despicable act. In the beginning, I was also deceived by your sweet talk and agreed to merge with you. Our paths diverge and we should not conspire together. From now on you walk your path of sunshine, and I will walk my path alone. He is a vassal who even makes Cao Cao feel inferior when seeing him. He not only fantasizes about one day ruling the world. He also particularly enjoys dominating the women under him. If anyone does not obey, he kills them to keep them quiet. This also completely disappointed Long Yu, who followed him, leaving only the words different paths lead to different futures, as they parted ways. Upon seeing this, Yulingja immediately stated that this person cannot be allowed to leave and must not walk out of the base alive. Otherwise, if he spreads rumors about you taking advantage of men and women, it will be over. But Yi Gaofei pointed out that aside from Long Yu's high status within the base, most ability users of level 3 and above have a close relationship with him. Furthermore, there is no one in the base who can match his abilities. How about this? Let's pin the blame of bullying on him and say that, out of consideration for our past brotherly relationship, we'll give him a light punishment of expelling him from the base. Meanwhile, on the other side, Xia Haoran excitedly found Luke Chen and told him that he had been promoted to level 4. Last time, didn't you say you'd share a secret with me once I reached level 4? Luke Chen patted Xia Haoran on the shoulder and said, You've done well, kid. You've reached level 4 so quickly. After the ability user of the strength class reaches level 4, the crystals in their body will continuously refine their body. The secret I want to tell you is that you can control which part of your body is being refined independently. My advice to you is to use all the remaining strength to train your fists, except for important areas like the heart and head. Xia Haoran, who heard these words, suddenly felt enlightened. He then immediately expressed his gratitude and said, Thank you, Brother Chan. I will go and try the method you taught me right away. Just at that moment, a team member suddenly came to report that Zhao Hai was outside seeking an audience. He said that Yi Gaofei attacked his base and he ran to us seeking refuge. Shortly after, Zhao Hai hurriedly found Luke Chan and indicated that this time Yi Gaofei's target was you. After you took out Qi Lin last time, most of his subordinates turned to Yi Gaofei. It was those people who instigated Yi Gaofei to come after you. Upon hearing this, Luke Chan was instantly furious, thinking to himself that indeed, one should not leave any potential trouble behind when taking action. Anyway, he was just worrying about how to get rid of him, and unexpectedly, he took the initiative to deliver himself to the door. Pass on my order. Everyone is to immediately enter combat readiness state. And at this moment, Yi Gaofei's 2,000 troops have all arrived outside Luke Chen's base. Then he immediately took out a megaphone and shouted, You have been surrounded by me. I advise you not to resist. Drop your weapons immediately. Surrenderers will be rewarded with a bucket of instant noodles and a braised egg each. I'm giving you 10 minutes now. When the time is up, don't blame me for unleashing a bloodbath. Luke Chen, who heard this, was also speechless. What is Yi Gaofei thinking? Just trying to win people over with a bucket of instant noodles? I provide meals every day, meat included. Even if one surrenders, I'll consider it a loss. 10 minutes later, Yi Gaofei, in a fit of anger, said, Are these people not afraid of death? Sanjiang, you lead your troops in first. I'll give you credit for this battle. Sanjiang unexpectedly replied directly to him, Why should my people go to their deaths first? Haven't you seen that none of them have surrendered? You don't need to think to know what their strength is like. This greatly angered Yi Gaofei, who immediately shouted, Look at you, you bear-like appearance. Whoever is willing to go will be rewarded with a pound of sausage. Yi Gaofei thought that with such a heavy reward, there would surely be a brave man willing to step forward. But who would have thought that when he turned around, he found that his men immediately retreated 10 meters in unison. And what happened next shattered Yi Gaofei's values directly. The man is the renowned Void King in the apocalypse. He not only accumulated billions of resources before the outbreak of the apocalypse, he also recruited a group of experts and established his own power during the apocalypse. But now someone has gathered 2,000 troops with the intention of wiping him out. Although Luke Chen's base has only a little over 100 people, He is not the least bit worried. He was still leisurely sitting on the city wall eating an apple. However, it was precisely this action of his that scared the other party out of their wits, and no one dared to rush into the base. Everyone was arguing fiercely about who should take on this vanguard role, and the situation thus remained in a strange stalemate. Upon seeing this, Chen immediately threw the leftover apple over and said, "Are you here to joke around or not? In the end, are you going to fight or not?" Such a disorganized group. Although this statement is not very hurtful, its insulting nature has deeply angered Yi Gaofei, making him grit his teeth in frustration. He immediately grabbed Hanya's hand and said, "It's just the two of us at level 4 now. Darling, you're the only one who can help me here. Will you assist me in this battle? If this continues, where can I hide my face? Don't worry, I'll have the priest constantly give you buffs and healing. I love you." Upon hearing this, Hanya immediately stood up as if injected with chicken blood, shouting, "Brothers, follow me. Let's destroy this small base together. Those who dare not join us will be shown no mercy." She then forcefully kicked open the door of the base, only to discover a thick stone wall behind it. Just as she was wondering how to break through the wall and get in, the wall of earth release in front of her suddenly disappeared. The next second, Lily Me and Cloud Shu appeared before her, and then the two of them released their combined ability technique, Ice and Fire combination, in no time. Hanya, who saw this scene, did not hesitate at all and immediately grabbed a henchman to use as a shield. With a loud bang, the first few people who rushed into the base were instantly killed by the devastating blow. Hanya did not die with his eyes closed. He did not expect that as a level 4 ability user, he would also be killed instantly. But just then Thunder King suddenly rushed out from the base. Chen, who saw this scene, was suddenly drenched in cold sweat, thinking to himself, "How did I forget about this guy? It's so hard to come by such a good opportunity for everyone to practice and coordinate in actual combat. Seems like this guy is going to ruin it again." Thunder King is also very insightful. He rushed towards Chief Yi Gaofei as soon as he arrived. Then it suddenly condensed a thunder bullet from its mouth. It swung directly towards Yi Gaofei's sidekick and took away the boxed meal inexplicably. Watching Thunder King Yi Gaofei approaching step by step, Yi Gaofei's bladder trembled and he almost peed himself. He had never encountered a dog with awakened ability before, and its power was so terrifying. Before he could figure out the situation, Thunder King landed and formed a Chidori Rasengan. It turned around and greeted him with a hit. Yi Gaofei, who was hit, immediately spat out a mouthful of blood. Then Thunder King followed up with a thunderous sweep, throwing him high into the air. This time Yi Gaofei truly soared high. But it's not over yet. Just as Yi Gaofei was falling, Thunder King kicked back with a thunderous whirlwind kick, ruthlessly striking his face. After landing, Yi Gaofei lay on the ground and tasted defeat in the northwest. Upon seeing this scene, the crowd began to kneel down and beg for mercy, shouting, "Lord Dog, spare us." Among them, a man's voice was the loudest, repeatedly shouting, "I'm a new dad, don't kill me." Seeing this, Xia Haoran immediately dragged this guy to Chen and said, "Brother Chen, I can see that elder dog is already bloodthirsty, so I saved this new dad." Upon hearing this, the kid immediately said, "Chief Chen, spare me. My name is Lu Wen, a light class ability user. I am willing to serve you as an ox in the future." Upon hearing this, Chen chuckled and said, "Answer me a question, and I'll spare your life as a dog." Can you believe it? A legion formed by 2,000 ability users actually wiped out by an ordinary and unremarkable local dog. Just now, Yi Gaofei was planning to lead a sneak attack on Chen's base. They ended up being killed by a local dog, without leaving a single piece of armor behind. Fortunately, Xia Haoran acted quickly, and managed to rescue a light-class ability user from Thunder King's grasp. Upon seeing the situation, Chen immediately asked why he didn't notice that Long Yu was being arranged to stay in the base. Upon hearing this, Lu Wen trembled and nervously revealed the incident of Long Yu bullying others and being expelled from the base by Yi Gaofei. Upon hearing this, Chen was suddenly stunned in place, muttering that he never expected Long Yu to be this kind of person. Lu Wen immediately expressed that Brother Long is definitely not that kind of person. He was framed by Yi Gaofei. Who doesn't know that the bully who picks on men and women is him? Yi Gaofei is just someone whom everyone dares to be angry at, but doesn't dare to speak out against. After learning about the situation, Chen's face was full of worry. He thought to himself, where in the vast sea of people should he look for Long Yu? Forget it, he decided to just let nature take its course. After that, Chen asked Zhao Hai to help clean up the battlefield. "I'll go destroy Yi Gaofei's base first. When I come back, I'll treat you to a good meal." At this time, Song Ling said in a deep voice, "Brother Hai, do you think we should also join Luke Chen's base? I saw the scene just now, and I estimate that even a base with over 10,000 people may not be his match. If it wasn't for holding on to Luke Chen's thigh this time, we would have been swallowed up by Yi Gaofei long ago." Just as the words fell, the core members on Zhao Hai's side expressed their opposition one after another, because they knew deeply that they could only receive preferential treatment under Zhao Hai. In terms of their strength, when they go to Luke Chen's side, at most they are just members. Seeing that all the brothers held opposing views, Zhao Hai had no choice but to give up. He also mentioned that we are not completely without a chance to grow stronger. As long as we can obtain a high-level crystal, we can turn the tables. At the same time, on the other side, Thunder King saw Luke Chen about to leave. Immediately, he carried Yi Gaofei's level 4 crystal over, and gestured for the master to quickly calculate the points gained from this battle. Upon seeing this, Luke Chen smiled faintly and said, "I'll keep this crystal for now. You stay here to take care of things. I'll calculate the points for you when I finish my business and come back." After saying that, Luke Chen immediately ordered to go to Yi Gaofei's base. "I heard that there are a lot of supplies there. Let's take several more trucks with us." Under the leadership of Lu Wan, they quickly arrived at the warehouse where Yi Gaofei stored supplies. At this moment, the guards in the base had already vanished without a trace. Only a golden retriever was left behind to guard the base. Luke Chen is overjoyed. Although this dog has not awakened an ability, she is a female dog that has not been infected with the virus. Bringing it back to Thunder King as a wife couldn't be more fitting. Upon thinking about this, he immediately took out a rope from the ability space. Upon returning to the base, Luke Chen immediately found Thunder King with it. He then shouted, "Quick, look at what prize I brought back for you. Let's forget about the points and all that." "Okay." But before Luke Chen could finish his sentence, tears instantly wet Thunder King's eyes. Then it began to bark wildly at Luke Chen. Luke Chen, who saw this scene, suddenly froze in place, thinking to himself, "Do all single dogs react like this when they see a female dog? This reaction is way too intense." But little did Luke Chen know, he completely misunderstood Thunder King's intention. Thunder King sadly whimpered, "I can't believe you as a camper have adopted another pet. Aren't you satisfied with me and Rice? Tell me, what makes this dog better than me besides being prettier? Does it have my ambition? Is it as loyal to you as I am? You heartless man."